and welcome to the Madhouse on Hickman. I'm Ashley Chase for the Des Moines Buccaneers. United States Hockey League action tonight between your Des Moines Buccaneers and the visiting Waterloo Blackhawks. This is a Dupaco Cowbell Cup matchup. Your Buccaneers sitting at the top of the Dupaco Cowbell Cup standings, tied for first place with Dubuque after defeating the Fighting Saints last night here on home ice 2-1. The third place team in the Cowbell Cup is Waterloo. And the Blackhawks and Bucks are been neck and neck in the Western Conference standings as well. The Blackhawks are 10-9-0-0 overall coming into this one. The Buccaneers 9-8-4-0, including a 5-3-2 record here on home ice. Starting lineups being read here in the building, and we'll get to those in a moment. First look at the starters for the Waterloo Blackhawks. It'll be Miles Hillman, Connor Brown, Teddy Townsend, your forward starting line for the Hawks. Carson Reed and Jaden Kerr will start on defense, with Calvin Vachon in goal for the Hawks. The rest of the Blackhawks look like this. Your forwards, Griffin Erdman, Gavin Lindberg, Eero Butella, John Mustard, Jacob Altrichter, and Gavin Thorson. Matthew Frost, Grady Deering, and Reed Morick rounding out the Blackhawks forwards. On defense, it's Nicholas Vasha, Tyler Miller, Landon Nitsch, Mike Phelan, Keith McInnes, and Chase Reed. Jack Spicer, the backup tonight. Matt Smaby, head coach, and Bryn Chiswick, general manager of the Waterloo Blackhawks. Your Des Moines Buccaneers, head coach and general manager Matt Curley, assisted by Zach Stepan, Jake Toporowski, and Hank Johnson. Zach Thompson, our director of scouting, our athletic trainer from Select Physical Therapy, is Nick Payton. Equipment manager Luke Hunter, skills coach Brady Ferner, and our strength coach in the house tonight with ETS Performance, Austin Fest. We'll step aside for the national anthem and come back, give you the Buccaneers lineup, and get you set for this one here tonight. Des Moines and Waterloo, live from the Madhouse. Your national anthem here at Buccaneer Arena. Your Buccaneers lineup tonight. We'll start with your starters and get the rest of the crew going. Your starting forward line is the third line tonight. Number 37 out of Belarus. A 6'3", 185-pound forward on the left side. Number 37, Ilya Protas. Centering this line, your assistant captain from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, committed to Miami University, number 21, Braden Ford. And on the right side from Brewerton, New York, Penn State commit number 22, Nate Deladonna. We've got our pup drop underway here as a Heinz 57 pet rescue in the house for tonight's Corgi race, and they've got a dog to adopt as well. If you're in the house listening, if you're up in the lounge and you want to stop down and visit Toby, he is available to adopt, so check him out. The rest of your Bucks starters tonight on defense from Moorhead, Minnesota, committed to Nebraska Omaha, it's number 3, Joe Grammer. And on the right side from Mount Laurel, New Jersey, an uncommitted defender, number 6, Jimmy Gaffredo. The return of Jonathan Reinhold in goal tonight for the Buccaneers. Wears the number 30 out of Luleå, Sweden. Uncommitted. He's played in 10 games this year. Missed last weekend due to injury. Available this week and back in action here tonight. It's been a long and good stretch for Ethan Dahlmeyer. We'll get a little bit of rest at least to start this evening. Puck down and we're underway. We'll get you the rest of the Buccaneers as we play along. Puck knocked in. That'll be off. Good time to tell you about the rest of the Buccaneers forwards. Your top line remains unchanged. It's actually the identical lineup to last night with a switch in goal. On the left side, number 8 from Košice, Slovakia. St. Cloud State commit number 8, Lubomir Kupcho. Centering that line from Okotoks, Alberta, Nebraska, Omaha commit number 24 is Liam Watkins. And on the right side, from Fairfield, California, Arizona State commit, team's leading scorer with 11 goals and 21 points on the year. It's number 7, the 16-year-old Ben Keevan. Puck in the Buccaneers' offensive zone, battled for in the corner. Played up towards the blue line. Joe Grammer shoots, puck comes off the wall, looking for the wraparound. Wasilia Protas tripped up. Puck knocked away here by the Hawks. They'll try to play it out. Pushed into the neutral zone, and Bucks will regain control. Gaffredo ahead to Protas. Puck sent around the horn, and the Blackhawks will skate out with it. Second line of forwards for the Buccaneers. And I have Cypress, California, uncommitted forward number 9, Paul Minahan, centering that line. Minnesota State commit from Maple Grove, Minnesota, number 17, Jack Kernan. And on the right side of that line, from Latvia, Western Michigan commit number 11, Davis Borozinskis, rounding out the Bucks forwards. Merrimack commit from Pittsfield, Massachusetts, number 34, Chris Bettini. He's on the left side of centerman Andrew Clark out of St. Louis, Missouri, an uncommitted forward wearing 25. And on the right side, rounding out the forwards, from Centennial, Colorado, an uncommitted forward, number 16, Peyton Nelson. Play in the Buccaneers offensive zone here. That fourth line on the ice. Bettini, Nelson, and Clark. Puck comes out. Sent in on a shot by your captain, Aiden Van Royen, and cleared out here by the Hawks. They'll get a change. Speaking of defense, the rest of your Buccaneers defense, your assistant captain, Michigan State commit from Pittsburgh, Indiana, number 15, Owen West. He's paired with Clarkston, Michigan native, and Northern Michigan commit number 12, Owen Dyer. It's a pairing on the ice here, and defending well as Gavin Thorson skates in with it for the Hawks. Gets a shot away, and it comes out. Shot from the blue line and in. Nicholas Fascia. Penn State commit with the opening goal here for the Blackhawks. 2:08 into this one. Waterloo on top. So quickly, 1-0 Hawks in this one as the Bucks will line up and get ready to work from behind. Second line takes the ice here. It's Minahan, Kernan, Borozinskis. Kernan wins the draw back. Van Royen and Brady Smith, the defensive combo on the ice at the moment. Thorson here, right side, backhand shovels towards Reinhold. Puck loose in front and pushed away as the net has come off. We'll get a whistle. Rest of your Bucks defense. Mentioned your captain out of Dakota Dunes, South Dakota, uncommitted 03 defender, number 2, Aiden Van Royen, paired with Gurney, Illinois, 2006 Penn State commit, number 19, Connor Buick. In your fourth defensive pairing, as we go 12 forwards and 8D tonight, 29, Luke Margano out of Maple Grove, Minnesota, an uncommitted defender. He's on the left side of your righty, number 20, Brady Smith out of Prince Albert, Saskatchewan, committed to UConn. Ethan Dahlmeyer, mentioned before, backing up Reinhold tonight. A well-deserved break, has played a whole lot of hockey in this last stretch and has been the better for it. Puck played into the Bucks offensive end as partway through a change, sent ahead. After it for the Hawks was Frost, but Margano there for the Buccaneers sends it out to neutral territory. Ilya Protas tries to shove it ahead, but Morick tracks it down, wheels back around. Dumped into the Blackhawks offensive zone, scooped up here by the Bucks. Shot by Landon Nice, knocked down by Reinhold. Townsend. Left circle here for the Hawks. Blackhawks down below the goal line, looking for the feed in front. Shovel kicked aside by Reinhold, and the Bucks working to clear it out. Protas tripped in the right circle, no call, cleared out. Fans in the stands wanted the whistle, not going to get it. Brown fires a shot here, goes off the lounge windows and out of play. 16:03 to go in period number 1. It's Waterloo 1-0. Face-off comes in the Bucks defensive zone. Andrew Clark lining up to take the draw. 5 on the ice. Nelson, Clark, Bettini, West, and Dyer. Taken away here by the Blackhawks down below the goal line. Nelson shoves it ahead, able to work it back out to the neutral zone. But Miller sends it back in here for Waterloo. Chase down below the goal line, knocked around the horn here. Nelson again with it on the near side. Clark trying to knock it ahead. Looks up ice to Chris Bettini. Able to touch that as it comes across. Bettini to Clark. In front, tries to wrap it past Vachon. Now the feed to Nelson, his shot stays wide and out. A nice look as the fourth line grinds out here for the Bucks. Bettini into the right circle, up top. Dyer fans on the shot, picked up here by Griffin Erdman and lobbed out as Erdman heads off. Erdman been a little bit of a thorn in the side of the Bucks over the last season. I don't mean just this year, but Erdman has struck a number of decisive blows against the Buccaneers throughout the course of last season, seemingly often in overtime. Feed comes in front and is put home by Gavin Thorson. It is 2-0 Blackhawks. 5:18 into the game. A terrific feed off the wall to Thorson, who waited in front. He's not going to let those go by. Native of Andover, Minnesota, committed to St. Cloud State. 2-0 Hawks. Puck played into the corner, worked out here by the Buccaneers. Davis Borozinskis brings it ahead. It'll have to be pulled back into the neutral zone here. Picked off in that neutral zone. Thorson leaves it back. Turn, fire, and score. John Mustard makes it 3-0 Blackhawks. 5:51 in. That's going to do it for Jonathan Reinhold. And Ethan Dahlmeyer does not get the night off, and he'll head back to the net. Dahlmeyer going to take a minute here to get settled into the net. 14:09 to go in period number 1, and the Buccaneers will have a 3-0 hole to dig out of here. in this Dupaco Cowbell Cup matchup with the Blackhawks. Get you a rundown of all the official scoring when we get to our media timeout. Blackhawks with the early 3-0 lead. The Buccaneers will work to battle back. Joining us tonight live on FloHockey. Glad to have you with us, as this is live on social media across all of FloHockey's social media tonight: Facebook, X, YouTube, and on the Buccaneers Facebook page streaming as well. Glad to have you along with us. If you like what you see, grab a subscription to FloHockey and keep up with the Bucs all season long, home and on the road. 7 minutes gone by in this opening period. Waterloo with the 3-0 advantage here in the early going. Tough start to this one, as Jonathan Reinhold making his way back from being out injured. Rough start, and it'll be Ethan Dahlmeyer taking over in goal. Dahlmeyer coming off a win last night 2-1 over the Dubuque Fighting Saints. Dahlmeyer, native of Lakeville, Minnesota, 6'4", 215. In 2003 netminder, uncommitted, but I bet it won't be long. Playing in his 13th game of the season, 7-5, his record, an .899 save percentage and .269 goals against average. Seven of the last 9 starts for Dahlmeyer have been 7 wins, and there's 9 wins to go around thus far in the season for the Buccaneers. So he's taken advantage of the opportunities he's had here. Played the last 2 seasons, splitting time in the North American League in St. Cloud, and being able to find a good landing spot here in his final year of junior hockey with the Bucs. 12.5 to go in period number 1. Dahlmeyer stops the puck up there, hands off to Van Rooyen, comes around Minahan, far side wall. Van Rooyen works around to Brady Smith. Chipped up out into the neutral zone. Griffin Erdman battling for it there. Jack Kernan is there. Davis Borozinskis as well. Puck shoved, and it comes out with Brady Smith across to Van Rooyen, out into the neutral zone, and the Blackhawks work it back in. Van Rooyen leaves this back for Minahan. He and Borozinskis will race up ahead. Pass broken up by the Hawks. Mustard, your 3rd goal scorer of the night, trips on the blue line. Puck still stays with him, and the Bucs able to pick it up here. Borozinskis across the center ice logo. 1-on-3, hoping for some help. Gets it out at the blue line. Joe Grammer will punch that towards the net, as Calvin Vachon will cover. Media timeout with 11:35 to go in period number 1. It's Waterloo 3 and Des Moines 0 here on FloHockey. Out of the media timeout, Des Moines 0, Waterloo 3. 5 on the ice here for the Buccaneers. Braden Ford lines up, takes the draw here for Des Moines. Centering the line with Nate Deladonna and Ilya Protas. Joe Grammer and Connor Buick, this defensive pairing. Not a shuffle on the line chart as Joe Grammer deals a huge open ice hit to Jacob Altrichter. And icing waved off here. Ilya Protas battles for this puck down below the goal line. Puts it out front, comes out, Owen West shoots, and it's gloved by Vachon. Terrific look from West, knowing the chaos that was near the net, trying to capitalize and get the Bucks back within 2. Face-off controlled here by the Hawks. Puck lobbed into the corner. Nice here on the near side. Working along the wall, Jimmy Gaffredo. Puck comes around to West. As mentioned before the shot by West, defensive pairings had been what they were last night, and most of these pairings for quite some time. But down 0-3 to start, making a goalie change. The D pairing shuffled here, so we'll see what combos are out there as the Buccaneers try to battle from behind. Battle here on the near side wall. Reed comes off with it for Waterloo. Chris Bettini will get there and push it back out to the neutral zone as the Buccaneers grab a change. Puck grabbed by Dahlmeyer, leaves off for Owen Dyer. And Gaffredo on the ice here, along with Protas, Deladonna, and now Ford. Protas bodies a man up. Deladonna gets to that puck. Braden Ford pulls back, tries to get the shot away, partially blocked by Tyler Miller. Teddy Townsend ahead to Hillman. And Ford will get a stick on it, clear it back out. Up ice, Paul Minahan comes in right circle. Decided to wait for a little help. I wasn't sure if he was going to drag past a man and go. Got reinforcements. Owen Dyer comes in, has it poked off his stick here by Waterloo, and they'll shove it back out to neutral ice. Nice opportunity for the Buccaneers to get ahead, but didn't have the odd numbers and unable to make anything happen. Under 9 now in period number 1. Icing here on the Blackhawks. Not behind the bench, but equipment manager Luke Hunter with a little assistant equipment manager tonight, Jack Curley, the son of Bucks head coach Matt Curley. Been helping Luke out throughout this weekend. Kid knows his way around a hockey rink. Ben Keevan does as well, works his way towards the net. Kupcho, left circle. Sends it back out to the blue line. Owen West puts it in on goal and knocked down by Vachon. Carried back out here by Waterloo. Picked up by Owen West, neutral ice. Ben Keevan, right side. Feeds Kupcho. Tries to get past a man. Sends it across in front. Nobody home. Brady Smith gets there. Works down below the goal line. Tied up in the corner. Blackhawks will work it back out to neutral ice. 8 minutes to play here in period number 1. Waterloo on top, 3-0. Brady Smith with the puck back behind Dahlmeyer. Letting his teammates complete the change, and then nice pass up the ice to Paul Minahan. Knocks this into the zone, but it will be icing. 7:32 left in period number 1. Your Buccaneers led in scoring now by Ben Keevan, had the game-winning goal and an assist on the other goal. And last night's game picked up 2 points to trade places with roommate and fellow Californian Paul Minahan. Keevan playing in his 19th game of the season tonight, 11 goals and 10 assists for 21 points on the year. The 2007-born forward out of Fairfield, California. Stays in the same home as and fellow Californian Paul Minahan, an 03 four-year veteran player of junior hockey, who's just a point behind him. Playing in his 20th game, has 20 points on the season, 7 goals, 13 assists. .650 to go in the period. Puck tied up back behind Dahlmeyer. Bucks try to work it out, but pass intercepted here by Reed. Looking for the wraparound. It's defended by the Bucks. And Borozinskis will bring it across the blue line. He'll chip it up ahead and stay as the Bucks needed to change. Look in the Bucks offensive zone. Reed trying to steer it out for Waterloo. Frost near side, left circle. Sends a shot in, goes off the left side of the cage. Tied up along the wall. Freed out. Efforts from Van Rooyen and Margano. Clark, right circle, across, was looking for Chris Bettini. Couldn't handle the pass, and play continues here. Blue line, Margino sends a shot. Knocked down by Vachon. Let's say that is offside. 5:53 to play in period number 1. Face-off won by the Buccaneers. Sent into the Buck zone. Battle for the puck in the neutral zone. Deladonna shoves a man. Trying to grab hold of this possession here for the Buccaneers. West has the puck. Ahead to Protis. Protis trying to knock it forward. Broken up by the Blackhawks. Dumped in to the Buccaneers' end. Stolen here, Lubomir Kupcho, right side. Sends it across. Ben Keevan fires a shot, and it's wide. Lubomir Kupcho goes and delivers the hit, trying to get this puck back. Blackhawks don't like it. They're going after Braden Ford. That's a beautiful hit by Lubomir Kupcho. Guessing interference, but yep. Apparently hit him for too many seconds. The Bucks will head to the Hicklin Door Services penalty kill with 4:58 to go in period number 1, trailing Waterloo 3-0 after a tough start for Jonathan Reinhold, who now finds himself on the bench. As Ethan Dahlmeyer's in the cage. Out here on the Bucks penalty kill to get things started. Liam Watkins, Chris Bettini, Owen Dyer, and Joe Grammer. Picked off here on the kill. Chris Bettini across, doesn't have the numbers. At least tried to carry in, kill off some time on this penalty kill. Love the buzz of the crowd, shorthanded. Near side working along the wall, trying to free it out. Erdman sends it across, a shot by John Mustard, stopped by Dahlmeyer. Altrichter out here at the blue line, poking after this, Watkins. Erdman trying to work towards the net, and it's cleared out by Bettini. Altrichter, left circle, skates towards the dot, closing in towards the goal line. Intercepted in front by Nate Deladonna and cleared out. Grammer and Dyer head off, Van Royen and Buick across. Peyton Nelson, Deladonna out there on this PK as well. 40 seconds left in the kill. Puck rolls in towards Dahlmeyers, and he'll kill that off himself, sends it all the way the length of the ice. And when they say your best penalty killer is your goaltender, it's usually not quite like that, but good work from Dahlmeyer to send it ahead. Buick battling down below the goal line. Van Royen there as well. Thorson trying to make something happen, picked up there by Deladonna and able to get it back across the blue line. Miller to Brown, able to carry it in, and Waterloo scores with just 4 seconds left on the penalty kill. Miles Hillman out of Black Falls, Alberta, Nebraska-Omaha commit. Makes it 4-0 Hawks, 3:01 to go in period number 1, a power play goal for the Blackhawks. Quickly iced here by Waterloo. .255 to go in period number 1. As it stands, shots on goal 8-5 in favor of the Blackhawks. Kupcho working with the puck down below the goal line towards the left circle, out to Owen West on the blue line. Brady Smith passes off the wall. Liam Watkins hauled down. We blew a whistle. Watkins will line up and take the draw between Kupcho and Keevan. Smith and West back at the blue line. Boy, this is the weekend of many, many, many face-offs. Feed comes from the left circle, trying to center there for Waterloo, broken up by the Buccaneers. But still battling with that puck, Teddy Townsend for the Hawks. Tries to feed over to Morick. Broken up here. Keevan ahead with Kupcho. Back to Keevan. Dump it into the corner. Kupcho gets there. Knocks it down to West below the goal line. He'll play it in the corner. Scooped up by Townsend, carried out for Waterloo. McInnes, left circle, wheels down below the goal line. Trying to find a centerman, Butella, there in the corner, picked up by Kupcho. Near side wall, Borozinskis in there battling, as is Buick. Minahan there into the mix as Borozinskis backs out. Trying to work that puck free. Comes out. Thorson takes a shove at it, but Jack Kernan there knocks it down. Now Altrichter will pick it up and take it the other way for Waterloo. He's defended there by Van Royen. Shoved up into the glass. Puck knocked around here by the Blackhawks. Puck bouncing around here in the Buccaneers zone, but Waterloo has had it. Now here, poking away. Borozinskis pulls back, tries to tug it between the legs and sneak it past Vachon. Didn't have anything point blank and had to get creative to try and get one away. Love the skill that we see from Borozinskis. As continuing to work towards the net, there was Ford. His shot barely stopped there by the reaching Vachon. Now out, Owen Dyer will dump it around. Coming out to play it in. Deladonna sends a backhand towards Vachon, and it's covered up. 13 seconds left in this opening period. Waterloo ahead 4-0. Clark awaiting the draw. One back here by Waterloo. They'll try to bank it off the glass and keep it out. Sent in by Gaffredo. Little shot makes its way to Vachon, and they'll line up and do it again. Another opportunity here with an offensive zone draw for the Bucks. 8 seconds left in this period. Face off, one back by Clark. Comes to West, puts it towards the net. And the puck will roll back into the neutral zone. That'll do it for period number 1. The opening 20 minutes mercifully comes to a close. It is Waterloo 4 and Des Moines 0. Shots on goal end up 9-8 in favor of the Buccaneers after a flurry of Buccaneer shots in those final 3 minutes, trying to give the team an opportunity to come back in. So at the end of 1, Waterloo 4, Des Moines 0. We'll step aside for corgi races here on the ice at first intermission. Got 4 contestants to take the ice tonight for our Buccaneers corgi race. As we get ready for the Bucks corgi race, we'll run down some scores from around the USHL tonight and get you a quick scoring summary. I know it won't be pleasant for Buccaneers fans, but here's how it went down. 2:08 into the game. Nicholas Fascia, his second of the year, 1-0 Waterloo. Just over 3 minutes later, 5:17 in, Gavin Thorson gets his 5th of the year, 2-0 Blackhawks. And then 34 seconds later, John Mustard, his 13th goal of the season, quickly made it 3-0 Waterloo. That ended the night for Jonathan Reinhold. In comes Ethan Dahlmeyer in goal for the Buccaneers. 16:59 of the first period, a power play goal by Miles Hillman makes it a 4-0 Blackhawks lead, and that's how we got here. Thorson with a goal and 2 assists. John Mustard with a goal and 2 assists as well. Calvin Vachon makes 9 of 9 saves. Jonathan Reinhold 3 for 6 saves in that opening period as Dahlmeyer stopped 1 of 2. Here's our corgi race, and we'll see what happens. We have Cheddar Corvo. We get a few stray doggos. They're not finding their way to the center of the ice. We're going to see what happens here. Our contestants tonight: Zoe Straight has her dog Dexter. Heidi Cool has her dog Fergal. Kaylee Van Maren with Corvo, and Andrew Holmes has Cheddar. Well, this isn't so much as a race as it is a play date. There goes Cheddar. He made it as far as the circle. Oh. Things must be tough out there on the ice for all of us tonight, right? we might have to break our dog pack apart. Cheddar's on the leash, and now he wants to come. Cheddar in his Iowa Wild jersey is our winner. And now that they see, okay, now the rest of the dogs are coming to join. Now 3 of our dogs made it. That's your Bucks Corgi race tonight, all to benefit A. Hines 57. They're here with a dog to adopt as well. So if you're in the house listening, stop by on the concourse and see if Toby is still available. Right now, because of a dog cough, it's called kennel cough, it's been going around. A lot of people were hesitant to want to come out, and we didn't want to encourage any more of that after talking with the shelter. So they're doing a lot more to have visits come to the shelter rather than to take them out to community events. So if you are looking to adopt, check out A. Hines 57 Pet Rescue in DeSoto, Iowa. They are online as well, and you can check out the dogs there. If you're not in the area, you want to come on by, come visit the Bucks and visit A. Hines 57. Quick look at the USHL scoreboard before we step aside for this break. Around the league tonight, Fargo with a 2-1 lead over Sioux City with 2 minutes left in period number 1. 5.5 to play in the first in Tri-City. The Green Bay Gamblers and Tri-City Storm tied up at 1 apiece. USA leading Omaha 2-1 tonight in Nebraska. And the last remaining games tonight are 7 o'clock Central starts. So no standings updates official through the end of the game tonight, but we'll be following along no matter what as well. We'll step aside here. First intermission, Waterloo 4, Des Moines 0. More Buccaneers hockey coming up. Welcome back to Buccaneer Arena, the Madhouse on Hickman. At the end of one, it's Waterloo 4 and Des Moines 0. Ashley Chase here with the Des Moines Buccaneers. If you're joining us late or just joining us on FloHockey on any of the social media platforms tonight, glad to have you along with us. Tough start to the game for the Buccaneers. Jonathan Reinhold started the game in goal for the Bucs, gave up 3 goals in the opening 5 minutes and change. And quickly a change to put Ethan Dahlmeyer back in goal here for Des Moines. Reinhold coming off injury, first action back. And just a tough start here tonight. So Bucs digging out of that hole and then gave up a power play goal later in the period. That's how we get to 4-0 Waterloo. Puck in the Waterloo offensive zone, battled far side. Steering the puck across the blue line was Ben Keevan, but brought back in by Lindbergh for the Blackhawks. Sends a shot down below the goal line. Comes off the wall and shoved out to neutral territory by the Buccaneers. Lubomir Kupcho into the right circle. Backhand shot towards the net. The rebound comes out. Kept in at the blue line. Van Rooyen across to Buick through traffic and gets broken up on the way there. Rebound out to Kupcho. His shot comes out in front. Now sent in again from the outside, and staying after it was Keevan. He'll be shoved off by Landon Nice. $18:24 to play in period 2. Whistled as they said that puck came back in offside. I didn't know if it went out. Seems to be the contested point on the ice and in the stands. Nonetheless, they'll drop it just outside the blue line. One ahead there by Kernan. Paul Minahan bringing it forward, but picked up here. And changing directions are the Blackhawks. Into the corner, Buick and Van Rooyen tangled up with the Hawks. Winning off the wall to Borozinskis. And to Minahan. Jack Kernan pulls back, fires, and it's gloved by Vachon. Oh, Jack Kernan with the opportunity ahead, robbed by Vachon. He was looking for goal number 11 on the season. West plays it in from the outside, stays out just wide to the right. Back and forth here in the neutral zone. Jumped into the Waterloo offensive zone. Bucks trying to steer it out. Andrew Clark, and now picked up by Peyton Nelson. Nelson chips it towards the net. Picked up here by Waterloo. Sharp shot from Frost. Back the other way. Bettini to Clark. Hauled down. We get a whistle. I don't know if the net had come off at all, but what our whistle's for, but certainly not an interference call. 16:51 to play in period 2. Face-off one right towards Vachon, who covers up. Ford will line up to take the draw again. Deladonna to the inside of the circle. Ilya Protas out towards the wall. Joe Grammer and Owen Dyer there on defense. A late arm goes up. I believe we'll send the Buccaneers to a power play here. Grammer had been tripped and took a hot minute for that call to happen, but we'll give the Buccaneers their first power play attempt of the evening with 16:28 to go in this second period. 5 on the ice to start things here on the Mid-American Energy Company power play. Ilya Protas, Davis Borzinskis, Jimmy Gaffredo, Jack Kernan, and Paul Minahan. Teddy Townsend argued an awful long time, and the fans don't like it. So he takes his seat in the box. Face-off, one back. Borzinskis quickly with the shot. Second chance there by Gaffredo, and Vachon makes the stop. Dumped end to end here by Waterloo. Bucks power play unit will regroup, and it'll be Borzinskis bringing it in. Right circle. Pokes it up to Gaffredo out at the blue line. Across, sets up the one-time look for Kernan. Second attempt puck comes across. Protas over to Minahan. Knocked down by Vachon. Minahan right circle, looks in front for Protas, tries to steer it past the outstretched skater in front. Minahan up top, Gaffredo. Kernan leaves this back for Gaffredo, able to keep it in. Waterloo quickly. Thorson there trying to get it. Borzinskis steers to Minahan, and his shot stays out wide to the left. Now cleared out to neutral ice, but controlled here by the Bucks. Able to control the puck through this change, getting the second unit on the ice here in the power play. 15:15 to go in period 2. Protas continue to hold on to that puck. 40 seconds left now on this Mid-American Energy Company power play. Second unit on the ice, it's Liam Watkins, Braden Ford, Ben Keevan, Lubomir Kupcho, and Owen West. West racing across has Ford and Watkins. West down below the goal line will steer it around out to Kupcho up at the blue line. Goes to Keevan on the right side. Played down to Ford below the goal line. Tapped along the wall. Picked up Kupcho near side wall. Watkins there as well. Everyone battling for it for the Bucks. It'll come out here to Ford. Ford across to Keevan. Left side. Back up to West at the blue line. Right side for Kupcho, and it stays out. Tracked down by Keevan. Across to West. Bouncing puck through traffic as the Blackhawks are now back to full strength. That's going to be off. It just hopped across the blue line before West sent it back in. 14:16 to play in period 2. Still 4-0 the score. Waterloo jumping out to the early 3-0 lead. For a change in goal for the Bucks. Added the 4th goal on a power play late in the first period, and that's where we stand. Faceoff comes just outside the Buccaneers' offensive zone. On the ice here, Bucks' 4th line of Bettini, Clark, and Nelson, along with Margano and Van Royen on defense. Battle here in the Blackhawks offensive zone, shoved up along the wall. Bettini and Van Rooyen helping free this puck. Margano ahead with Nelson, back to Margano. Off the wall. Bucks will get a change here. Phelan to Frost. Picked off by Borozinskis. Gets it to Clark. Back with the pass to Buick. Doesn't get the shot away. Now Borozinskis in that right circle. Has to steer it down below the goal. Clark. Looking for an outlet. Will hand off here to Joe Grammer. Plays it along the wall. Minahan down below the goal line. Borozinskis moves net front. Turn and fire from Minahan. Knockdown comes over near side wall. Grammer steered back below the goal line. Borozinskis to Minahan, left circle. Up top to Grammer. Goes off the wall looking. Pick up that puck. Minahan. Now Borozinskis. Lobs it across to get a little open space. Gets it over to Kernan. Back out to Buick. Sends it in. Borozinskis still battling for it, held up. Puck comes out to Grammer at the blue line. He'll dump it off the wall. Phelan gonna scoop it up here for the Blackhawks. An extended possession there for the Buccaneers. Waterloo ices the puck, and they're gonna have to put those guys back out there. There's a long shift. Made longer by the ice. I think Waterloo's going to take a timeout so they don't have to deal with that. Coming up for the Des Moines Buccaneers next weekend, they'll be on the road at Dubuque on Friday and then at Waterloo on Saturday. A pair of road games, both Dupaco Cowbell Cup games next weekend for the Bucks. And then they'll be back home here at Buccaneer Arena for a Christmas-filled weekend, December 15th and 16th. The December 15th is the Teddy Bear Toss. Christmas jerseys will be worn both nights and then auctioned off after Saturday's game. And then on both of those nights, we'll be collecting toys. Or a toy drive. Bring those all over to Broadlawns. So get those teddy bears ready, get those extra toys. Help brighten a day for some kids. We're in the Pediatrics Center at Broadlawns. That's December 15th and 16th, and I think you guys are going to like the Christmas jerseys this year. Big hit along the wall. The Waterloo player stays down. I believe that's Thorson. As the training staff for the Blackhawks will head to the ice. There's Todd Klein, a long time officials are going to take the timeout here and take advantage for a media timeout as Gavin Thorson gets checked out here, and he'll head off with the Blackhawks trainer.
Section 6, row A. You're taking home free movie passes tonight, courtesy of Flix Brewhouse on the road now. Some birthdays here tonight. Let's wish a happy 12th birthday to J.D. Johnston. Also a happy 12th tonight to Gavin Lewis. Happy 8th birthday to Zion White. And a happy birthday to Xander Osberg. Our groups tonight are Team 2K Nutrition and We'd like to welcome staff and families from ETS Performance, proud strength training home of the Buccaneers.
Quick check of scores around the USHL. Early in the second period, still 2-1 Fargo leading Sioux City. It's 1-1 Green Bay at Tri-City. USA still leading Omaha 2-1 early in the second period. And they're just getting started with the 7 o'clock games tonight. Madison is at Chicago, Lincoln at Dubuque, and Sioux Falls at Cedar Rapids. Those all just getting underway. $11:50 to go here in period 2. Bucks down 4 coming out of this Waterloo timeout. Puck in the Blackhawks offensive zone. And puck sent out of play. Face-off comes just outside the Bucks defensive zone. Draw shoved ahead there by Ford. Waterloo will dump it in. Battling along the wall. Protis picks up the puck, sends across to Ford. Ford ahead to Deladonna, brings it across the blue line. Ford, the shot from the slot, partially broken up there by Waterloo. Protis had a look as well, but the Blackhawks jumping into everything tonight. Griffin Erdman after this puck here for Waterloo, fended here by Joe Grammer. Jimmy Gafredo hops in there as well. Puck comes out to Miller, and the sharp shot from the outside grabbed by Dahlmeyer. As Griffin Erdman is invited to leave the blue paint. .10:34 to go. A face-off comes here. One back by Waterloo, and a quick shot from the Hawks. Not sure what our whistle was for, but we'll do it again. Face-off won by Jack Kernan. Committed to Minnesota State Mankato, Kernan, with 10 goals and 11 points on the season. Shot lobbed in, gloved here by Dahlmeyer. Shots on goal were 9-8 in favor of the Bucks in that opening period. 4 of those shots came in the final 3 minutes as the Bucks were battling after going down 4-0. So far in the second period, shots are 7-3 in favor of the Buccaneers, who have had the better of the chances. Speaking of which, Owen West sends one in top of the left circle, but covered up by Calvin Vachon. 9:55 to play. Fresh skaters coming all around. For the Bucks, top line of Lubomir Kupcho, Liam Watkins, and Ben Keevan. This line has been largely unchanged throughout the season. West and Dyer back together here on defense. I don't know about you, but when the Owens are together, I feel pretty good about things. Line of Kupcho, Watkins, and Keevan. Racked up a lot of points for the Buccaneers. Mentioned Keevan earlier, leading the way with 21 points, including 11 goals. Lubomir Kupcho not too far behind, 8 goals, 8 assists for 16 points on the year for the Slovak. 2 goals and 11 points on the season for Liam Watkins out of Okotoks, Alberta, Nebraska Omaha commit. Shot from Waterloo makes its way to Dahlmeyer. He'll glove and move it ahead as Thorson and West mixing it up a little bit away from the puck. Thorson was down momentarily after a collision with West, so I don't know if that's an extension of that, but this one iced with 8:51 to go in period 2. Mentioned it pregame, but shout out to our friends at ETS Performance. It's the strength and training home of the Buccaneers. Austin Fest leading the training program with the Bucks. It's been something the team's really enjoyed working when training with them this year. I know our staff and family in the house here tonight, so glad to have you along with us and appreciate your support of the Buccaneers. So if you see the ETS logos in the corners of the rink, that's what they're for. Waterloo will continue their do-si-do. Jacob Altrichter lines up to take the draw out of the Czech Republic. Czechia, I believe. Now call. Thorson skates, feeds the puck across, was looking for the finisher from Mike Phelan, but doesn't get it as Dahlmeyer makes the stop. Face-off will come in the Bucks' defensive zone. It'll be Grammer and Gaffredo, Ford, Deladonna, and Protis. 5 on the ice here for the Buccaneers. Face-off controlled here by the Bucks. Deladonna carries it ahead. Tries to steer it to find a center. Gaffredo mixing up with Kerr. Puck comes in. Shot, I believe, by Ford. Came back out. Rebound attempt doesn't go as Ford levels the body. Ford will bring it back in here for the Bucks. As Deering and Protis a little chipping back and forth. Protis has had enough. Kept chipping across his back, and finally he said, enough. Grady Deering, listed as a Des Moines, Iowa native on the Waterloo roster. They'll both take a seat in the penalty box. We'll stay 5-on-5. Matching roughs, I believe. No, 4-on-4. That's what I was waiting for. Bucks got to get their personnel here. It'll be West, Kernan, and Borozinskis lined up across the front with Owen Dyer back for the Buccaneers. Nicholas Fascia, Griffin Erdman, Connor Brown, and Tyler Miller. 4 on the ice here for the Blackhawks. So a little more open ice. We'll see what happens here in the 4-on-4. Brown across to Erdman, and around the horn to Brown. Owen Dyer going to get sent to the box here. I don't know if it'll be a board or a check from behind, but that's one of those penalties for being bigger than you that I don't particularly love, but along the wall sometimes you just don't catch the break. It'll be a board. So 4-on-3 will go for 1:35. Liam Watkins, Joe Grammer, and Aiden Van Rooyen working to hold fort here on the 4-on-3. A power play for the Blackhawks. Reed shoots, it's deflected aside by Dahlmeyer. And Rooyen bodies a man up along the wall as the Bucks work to clear. Alt Richter back now to Reed, and now Mustard in the slot. Pulls back and fires. It's deflected by Dahlmeyer. Played down into the corner. Van Rooyen shoves a pair of Blackhawks, and Joe Grammer will shove the puck out through the neutral zone. Watkins trades places with Ford as Van Rooyen and Grammer stay out. Alt Richter into the left circle. Wheels around. Leaves it back for Reed. Fakes the one-timer. Passes across to Alt Richter. Defended there by Ford. Alt Richter pulls back. Tries to chip it towards the net. Doesn't make it there as Mustard tries to play it down below the goal. Chipped around there by the Bucks. Van Rooyen and Lindbergh. Now Alt Richter with it. Looks to Mustard, right circle. Into the slot, fires, and it goes out of play. Appreciation for the play here on the 4-on-3 from Bucks fans. Dahlmeyer and company holding Waterloo off the board thus far. 20 seconds left in the matching roughing penalties to Protas and Deering. Dyer in the box for another 26 seconds after that. Fresh 3 here will be Watkins, Buick, and West. The Miller, Thorson, Lindbergh, and Brown for the Blackhawks. Battle here on the near side. Buick tripped, no call. Fans already letting them hear it. Brown brings it in towards Thorson. Tries to tuck it past Dahlmeyer, and he's stopped out. Dahlmeyer holds strong with Thorson there in front. Probably familiar with each other as far as play is concerned. Thorson out of Andover, Minnesota, and Dahlmeyer from Lakeville South. Teams that would perhaps see each other back when those two were in high school hockey, which was quite a while now. But Dyer sends it in. Second look there from Della Donna as the Bucks try to get on the board. A broken stick for Dyer, and hopping across to help there was Clark. Well, Bucks will get good personnel here coming out of this odd man situation. 4-on-4, I like what the Bucks could do with a little room. Didn't have very long to do it. right to the 4-on-3, but got the job done on the kill. So kudos to those guys for holding fort there on the penalty kill. 5:17 to play in period 2. A 4-0 score from period 1 remains. It's Grammer, Gaffredo, Bettini, Clark, and Nelson on the ice here for the Buccaneers. Puck lobbed ahead by Bettini, knocked down here in the neutral zone. Puck along this near side wall, scooped up by Bettini. He'll dump that ahead. Nelson there. Jaden Kerr shoves it ahead. Deering and Van Rooyen meet along the wall. Van Rooyen will pick up the puck. Sends it out to the neutral zone. Nelson will dump that in so Des Moines can change. 4:25 to play here in period 2. Kerr with the puck in the Blackhawks' end. Now in the neutral zone. Minahan battling for it. Borzinskis there as well. Dumped in, stopped up by Vachon. Has nowhere to go, and the Bucks are ready to pounce. Minahan was right there, Borzinskis as well. Cleared out, and this will be an ice. 3:44 to play in period 2. Well, it's been good to keep the Blackhawks off the board in this period after the jump out to the 3-0 start. Again, the Hawks got on the board in the opening 6 minutes 3 times. 2:08 from Nicholas Fascia. At 5:17, Gavin Thorson, and then at 5:51, John Mustard. Quickly 3-0, a goaltending change. Reinhold to the bench, Dahlmeyer to the game. As he catches this puck, Gavin Thorson comes in, and Dahlmeyer will take a little jab at him as well. Brady Smith gets a little grab on Thorson. Dahlmeyer had caught that puck. It hadn't been whistled, but it was in his glove. Thorson wanted to make his presence known. So does Dahlmeyer. Waterloo added the 4th goal in this one with 3:01 to go in that opening period on the power play. That goal from Miles Hillman. On spotty a man in the corner. I'll bring the puck back the other way. Swatted away by Thorson. Back to the other end of the ice. Picked up there by Owen Dyer. Northern Michigan commit. Not an offensive defenseman. Blocks an absolute ton of shots. As Vachon comes out to cover up. And Nice and Keevan are going to shove back and forth, and Kupcho's going to try and keep him away. Just under 3 minutes to go in period 2. Again, it's been nice to hold the Hawks off the board here, but been sure nice to add one. We'll see what the Bucks can do here, as Nice is going to end up in the box. Going to give the Buccaneers a Mid-American Energy Company power play here with 2:59 remaining in period 2. The second power play opportunity of the game for the Buccaneers. Obviously 0 for 1, get to score. See if the Bucks can get one back here 5 on the ice here, this power play unit. Jimmy Gaffredo ahead here to Paul Minahan, joined by Davis Borozinskis, Jack Kernan, and Ilya Protas. Kernan in on the right side. Down along the wall as the Blackhawks will send it back out to the neutral zone. Scooped up here by Gaffredo. Moves it in left side, play down below the goal line. Gaffredo defended there along the wall, and this is going to earn, I believe, a 5-on-3 here for the Bucks. Oh, Lindbergh can have a seat, and it'll be the Bucks with the advantage. The second that arm went up by the officials, Jaden Kerr, who wears an A for the Blackhawks, had hopped over the bench and skated right over to the score table to wait to talk to the official. They wanted to argue that from the jump. So the 3 on the ice will include Kerr, Connor Brown, and I believe that's Carson Reed there along the near side for the Blackhawks. Puck punched down as Waterloo tried to clear it, kept in here by Kernan, across to Minahan. So the 5-on-3 here after the cross check, which was the call. Minahan looking to chip in front to Protas, who's looking for that redirect. Kernan to Minahan. They'll try it again. This time back out to Ford. It's knocked down and covered by Vachon. Face-off one here by the Buccaneers. Kernan sets up the one-time look from Borozinskis. It was blocked by Miller and cleared out by the Hawks. Respect the block from the man from Medicine Hat, Tyler Miller. Puck from Kernan back to Minahan, fed down to Ford, back to Minahan. His shot blocked on the way to the net. Protas gets it near side, back to Minahan at the blue line. Minute 20 left in the period, 22 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Borozinskis left circle, feeds across, looking at Minahan, tries to punch that puck home, and doesn't go. Miller tying it up along the wall. Puck comes out here, Kernan sets it over for Minahan, puts it towards the net again, back out to Kernan. Kept the puck down, couldn't get the shot away. Borozinskis trying to chip it there in front and find a hole. Blackhawks gonna get the clear here as one man comes out of the box. So just a straight power play here for just over 30 seconds, now 25 left in this power play and 40 seconds to go in the period. Bucks rearranging personnel. Try and get one more crack at this power play. Kupcho dumps it in. 25 seconds left in the period as Vachon covers this puck. 5 seconds left in the power play, 25 left in the period. Alt Richter can't hold the line. Face-off will continue. Watkins wins it to Keevan. And Blackhawks clear it out. Lindbergh out of the box. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Sent back the other way into the Bucks offensive zone. Keevan was there. Watkins as well trying to keep this in. The Blackhawks swarm and bring that puck back out to neutral ice as time expires. here in period 2. Well, the teams held fort in period 2. No change in score, 4-0 Waterloo through 40 minutes here at Buccaneer Arena. Shots on goal. (13-6) in favor of the Buccaneers in that second period, or a 2-period total of 22-14, out shooting the Blackhawks by that 8-shot margin, but it's 4-0 on the scoreboard. We'll step aside here for the second intermission. Come back and get a quick check of the USHL scoreboard before we start play in the third. Ashley Chase for the Des Moines Buccaneers. It's Des Moines 0, Waterloo 4 through 2 periods here at Buck Arena. Welcome back to Buccaneer Arena, site of tonight's Dupaco Cowbell Cup matchup between the Des Moines Buccaneers and Waterloo Blackhawks. It is 4-0 Waterloo through 2 periods. Blackhawks jumped out to an early 3-0 lead, chasing starting goaltender Jonathan Reinhold. Ethan Dahlmeyer took over in goal. Blackhawks scored a power play goal late in the first period to make it 4-0, but it has been nothing doing since. All around the USHL tonight. It's 2-1 Fargo to start the third, leading Sioux City. Green Bay has a 2-1 lead at Tri-City after 2. After 2 periods, it's USA 4 and Omaha 1. The end of 1, it's 1-1 between Madison and Chicago. Halfway through the first, 2-1 Dubuque leading Lincoln. And at the end of 1, it's Sioux Falls leading Cedar Rapids 2-0. Glad to have you along with us tonight. Blackhawks into their offensive zone. Pardon my need to cough. Managed to make it thus far through the weekend and keep my voice, so hopefully I'll be able to finish this one out. Blackhawks will carry it out of the Bucks offensive zone. Let it roll back the other way, scooped up here by Owen Dyer, played along the wall. Dumped into the Bucks zone. They're after it, Nelson, Bettini. Clark, Dyer, and Smith. A sharp shot there by Dyer, knocked. Getting past Calvin Vachon. Minute 23 into the third period. Waterloo 4 and Des Moines 0. Liam Watkins skates across center of the ice. Brings it in here, hands off to Lubomir Kupcho. Pulls back left circle, fires a shot, goes off the glass, and rattles all the way around. Van Rooyen will go back to collect for the Buccaneers. Van Rooyen in his second season here with the Bucks. .03 left shot defender out of Dakota Dunes, South Dakota. 7 assists on the year. Captain of this team. Shot blocked by Lubomir Kupcho, and he takes it the other way. Will be picked right back off by the Blackhawks. They bring it in. Gaffredo and McInnes joust for a moment. Puck sent back to the neutral zone. Poked into the Buccaneers' end. Worozinska swats at it. Kernan there to scoop it up in the corner. Knocked down, Minahan, and got a whistle. High stick is the call. Gonna put the face-off down in the Buccaneers' defensive zone. 17-13 to play in period 3. Bucks looking to get on the board. And break the Calvin Vachon shutout. Shot stays wide here by the Hawks. Jack Kernan has a man tied up in the corner. Fredo trying to work that puck free. Joe Grammer in the corner there as well. Blackhawks skate off the wall with it. As Griffin Erdman comes out towards the blue line, pulls back, shoots, and it's caught by Dahlmeyer. Face-off will come glove side of Dahlmeyer. 3:20 off the clock here in period 2. Braden Ford lines up to take the draw. Owen Dyer to the outside wall. Ilya Protas, Owen West, and Nate Deladonna. 5 on the ice here for the Bucks. Puck battled around here in the neutral zone. Brown with it in the Bucks offensive end, pestered there by Ilya Protas. Now Nate Deladonna there as well. Puck comes out. Margano sends it through traffic. Nice and Protas tied up along the wall. And an arm going to go up. Now a little extra shove to Nate Deladonna from Carson Reed. We'll see who's going to go. It's going to be landed nice to the penalty box. Detroit native, an 07. I think this is the first time this season I've clocked a younger than Ben Keevan. I think we've played a handful of other 07s, but not quite as 07 as Landon Nice, who's an October-born 2007 defender, already committed to UMass. Just a fresh 16. Lubomir Kupcho out at the blue line. Places with Braden Ford. As the power play underway here for the Bucks. With Nice in the box. Kupcho, right circle, up to Owen West to the blue line, sets up the one-timer from Keevan, broken stick. Miller playing it for the Blackhawks, but the Bucks remain in possession here. Kupcho to West, through traffic, and he scores! Owen West gets one back for the Bucks here on the power play, makes it a 4-1 game. You can't score 4 till you get 1. And Westy will do it for the Bucks. Fourth goal of the season for Owen West. Your assistant captain and Michigan State commit out of Pittsboro, Indiana, gets the Bucks on the board on the power play early here in period 3. Puck tied up in the corner. Bettini and Clark battling for it. And then back behind everything, Peyton Nelson dumped off there by Thorson. This sent the length of the ice, the icing. Braden Ford and Lubomir Kupcho with the assists on the goal by West. For Braden Ford, his 7th assist on the season. Or Kupcho is 9th. Ford had been out earlier in the season dealing with an injury, came back, earned himself a letter, joining the leadership crew for this Buccaneers team with the A. Looking through stats following last night's game, just seeing where Braden Ford has come in that short amount of games that he's put in. If you'd imagine doubling the game total, we're playing in game 22 tonight. He's got 11 in the books. This is 12. And he'd be right up there at the top, leading this team in scoring. We're pretty darn close to it. Came back a different player this year, and it's been fun to watch while he's been out there, and just the difference off the ice as well. As we're mixing it up along the wall, Brady Smith whistled for the hit on one of the Hawks. Draws a little push and shove. Brady Smith sent for the rough. Bucks to the Hicklandor Services penalty kill here. Liam Watkins lines up on the draw as Owen Dyer, Chris Bettini, and Joe Grammer in this PK group. Face-off won by Watkins. Puck cleared the length of the ice here by Grammer. Played off the near side wall here by Lindbergh, steered down low. Thorson with it far side. Up to Brown, back to Thorson in the right circle. Now Miller finds Lindbergh in the left circle. Comes into the slot, picked up and cleared by Chris Bettini. Bettini, a Merrimack commit out of Pittsfield, Massachusetts, a 2005 forward. 4 assists on the season for Bettini. Nelson and Della Donna here as well. Della sends this up ahead to Peyton Nelson. Skates in alone, pulls back, and Vachon makes the stop. Blackhawks take it back the other way. Lindbergh back out to the blue line. Erdman keeps it in. Hands off here to Reed. Reed looks for Brown. Owen Dyer blocks the shot. Now across to Erdman. Pulls it back up to Reed at the blue line. Skates down into the right circle. Tries to send it through the crease. But nothing doing as the Bucks kept the crease clear. Sent back out by Nelson and Della Donna once again. Now Dyer will carry it in. His shot gloved by Vachon. 15 seconds left on the penalty kill. .12:35 to go in period 3. Bettini, Clark, Buick, and Van Rooyen on the ice. The rare offensive zone draw during a PK. Face-off won by Clark, and Bettini quickly able to shoot. That stays wide to the right. Puck steers all the way around, rolls back in. Vachon stops it up. Brady Smith out of the box. Buck back to full strength. Borozinskis hops aboard and joins Clark and Bettini on the ice. Mustard comes in, shoots, and that deflects off of Dahlmeyer and out of play. Media timeout here with 12:05 to go in period 3. Waterloo 4, Des Moines 1. Be back in 60 seconds here from Buccaneer Arena. Back underway here in period 3, under 12 to go in the frame. For 4-1, Buccaneers trailing the Blackhawks. Let's get on the board in this period. Owen West with the power play goal.
The U.S. Army is made up of the most dedicated, most respected soldiers in the world. A U.S. Army soldier is the embodiment of physical and mental strength. See if the Army is the right choice for your future. Visit FloHockey.com.
.32 to play in the third. Face-off upcoming here at center ice. Oh, they're going to blow this for offsides as Davis Borozinskis comes across. Puck picked up out of the Blackhawks zone here. Brady Smith skating out with it. Into the Buccaneers' end. Played from the goal line out. Townsend across to McInnes as the Blackhawks take possession here. Leaves that back for Jaden Kerr. And it's sent the length of the ice. It'll be icing on Waterloo. 10:47 to go. Face off here, one back by Watkins. Quick shot by Keevan, blocked by the Hawks. Gets a second opportunity at it. Knocked down in front. Kupcho picks it up near side wall. He's held along the wall by Kerr. Hawks trying to clear it out. Keevan in there battling for it for the Buccaneers, as is Watkins. Kerr and then Hillman finally shoving it out. Van Rooyen send it to Smith. Keevan back in, pulls back, fires, and it's caught by Vachon. Terrific puck movement up the ice, finding those open lanes and putting it right there for Keevan. But kept off the board by the Blackhawks netminder. Kernan battling for the puck. Shoved into the neutral zone by the Blackhawks, dumped back into the corner. Kernan with it, far corner, wheels through the left circle, back out towards the blue line, turns and fires. It's punched aside by Vachon. West gets there along the wall. Broken stick on the shot by Dyer, I think the second tonight. Takes the handoff there from equipment manager Luke Hunter, and the puck sails out of play at the other end of the ice. .9:48 to play in period 3. Des Moines gets on the board in this period. Power play goal by Owen West. For Bucks fans, you'd like to see it at least close to a 2-goal game here as we cross under 10 to play. Kernan to the left circle. Back out to the blue line. Kernan's shot knocked down in the blue paint by Vachon. Lobbed back the other way by Fascia. Watkins carries it around the horn. Now picked up by Kerr. Trying to shovel it out is Altrichter. Connor Buick doing work along the wall, as is Kupcho. Comes across the blue line. Watkins brings it back in here for the Bucks. Takes a shot. Goes off the pads of Vachon. Puck into the corner here, Borozinskis. Shovels towards Watkins. Backhander towards the net. Second attempt by Van Rooyen. Couple of good looks there from Watkins and Van Rooyen. But kept out. Now Buick's shot goes off the far wall. Ricochets, it ends up in the hands of a kiddo. Cheer from the great fans we've got in section 15 and 16. Puck comes out to West, left side. Mills down below the goal. Bettini there, net front. Peyton Nelson below the goal line there as well. Puck comes around here near side wall. Bettini trying to work towards the net, fended off by Townsend. Clark steering it there as well for the Buccaneers. Clark backhands it down low to West. Now steered back to West by Nelson. Picked off on its way there by the Hawks, and they clear it out to neutral ice. Smith out to get it ahead to West. Comes in with Peyton Nelson. Hawks will clear it out as both groups needed a change. 7:20 to go in period 3. Face-off will come back into the Buccaneers' offensive zone. Top line out, Kupcho, Keevan, and Watkins with Gaffredo and Van Rooyen. Keevan to the inside, Kupcho outside. Face-off knocked back into the neutral zone. Knocked into the Hawks' end where they complete their change. Backhanded toward the Bucks' goal. Cleared out by Dahlmeyer, and then the Bucks send it ahead. Miller back in with it for the Blackhawks. Picked off by the Buccaneers. Gaffredo across the blue line. Puts it off the wall. Cleared out here by Waterloo. .633 to play in period 3. Up next for Des Moines, Dupaco Cowbell Cup play continues. This weekend's matchups hit the road. Next week it'll be at Dubuque on Friday, at Waterloo Saturday. Miller with his pocket picked by Ford. His shot stays out just high. Tracked down in the corner. Protus feeds forward, unable to get the shot away as his stick was held up by the Hawks. Ford continues to battle with that puck. Trying to create some space to work. Blackhawks can't clear it out. Kept in at the blue line. Owen Dyer throws the puck down low, but goes off the netting. Bucks hauled down below the goal line. Puck comes back out to the neutral zone. Picked up by the Hawks. And iced the other way. 5:08 to play here in period 3. Offensive zone draw here. Andrew Clark lines up to take it. The puck just dropped dead, didn't bounce, nothing, and the players' sticks were tied up with each other. Eventually controlled here. Clark gives off here to Smith. Now Bettini, his shot deflects up and into the netting. Face-off battled for here by the Bucks. Gonna back out into the neutral zone. Thorson pokes it into the Blackhawks end, but Van Rooyen back to collect. He'll send it up ice the other way, and this will be icing. With all these face-off delays, we've gotten to hear a lot more music tonight at Buccaneer Arena. Bouncing puck makes its way off the half wall. Bucks working to clear it out. Dumped it along the boards. A penalty coming up here on the Blackhawks as Dahlmeyer races towards the bench to give the extra attacker as Bettini gets up and gingerly heads to the bench. A rough is the call on Jacob Altrichter. Bucks will head to the power play here with 4:20 to play. Offensive zone draw coming here, blocker side. Braden Ford will take the draw, stands between Liam Watkins, Owen West, joined by Kupcho and Keevan to round out this power play unit. Blackhawks get the clear. 4 minutes to play here in period 3, a minute 40 to go in this Bucks power play. Puck sent out into the stands. Faceoff comes just outside the Bucks offensive zone. Braden Ford wins it back here to Owen West. Ben Keevan tried to send that in. It deflected off of a Waterloo player and up into the netting. Officials are going to group, initially signaled that this was going to come out of the zone, but they get the call correct. Ford will line up and take the draw, glove side of Vachon. Watkins to the inside wall with Keevan just back. West in the slot and Kupcho out closer to the blue line. Face off one here by Ford. Jumping into it is Hillman. He's going to try to race shorthanded, just lobs the puck in on Dahlmeyer, who gloves it up and will let it go. So play can stay live here for the Bucks. We're going to see if Dahlmeyer heads towards the bench. Bucks really nothing to lose, down 3 goals. Minute left on this power play. And 3:15 to play. Dahlmeyer out between the circles. Ford in the corner. He's off to Kupcho, right circle. Now he and Ford will trade places. Puck sent across to the left circle to Keevan. Keevan looks in front, and the puck cleared out here by the Blackhawks. Both teams will get fresh legs. Borozinskis brings it in here for the Buccaneers with Kernan, Minahan, Protas, and Gaffredo. 2:30 to play. Dahlmeyer to the bench. Nate Deladonna will join the fold, and it will go 6-on-4 here for just a couple of seconds. It'll be 6-on-5 with Altrichter coming out of the box. Puck knocked into the Bucks offensive zone. Again, going 6-on-5 now with 2:05 to play. Altrichter skates out, and he'll dump the puck into the empty net. It's 5-1.
call on the ice is 1 goal.
The officials rule this no goal. .203 to go, 4-1. Dahlmeyer back in the net here for the Buccaneers. Puck comes out to Connor Brown. Shot is stopped by Dahlmeyer. Now Braden Ford carries it in. Left circle, Minahan. Steered below the goal line to Borozinskis as Dahlmeyer back to the bench. 6-on-5 here for the Bucks with 1:30 to play. Kernan left circle. To Ford. Puts it towards the net. Blocked up by the Blackhawks. Kept in by Gaffredo. Shot from the right side, Minahan. Tracked down by Borozinskis in the slot. Pulls back. His shot blocked by Kerr. Comes across here to Kernan. Stopped by Vachon. Hops out to the right side. 1 minute left in the third period. Borozinskis to Minahan, left to right circles. Shot by Minahan, knocked down by Vachon, and then knocked out by Erdman. Minahan will go back and scoop this up. It's 6-on-5 again here for the Bucks. 45 seconds to go. Will be whistled here. Dahlmeyer will have to come back out as the face-off will come the other way. Face-off, one back by the Hawks. A sharp shot from out at the blue line. Slapper from Miller, stopped by Dahlmeyer. Well, the Bucks will have a Sunday to shake off this one and get back to work on Monday with, again, 2 big games coming next weekend on the road at Dubuque and at Waterloo. Shot from out at the blue line by the Blackhawks. Cleared the length of the ice and draws the whistle with 27 seconds left. Well, the Cowbell Cup standings will remain unchanged for the Buccaneers, who are tied atop the standings with Dubuque with 11 points each. Waterloo will gain 2 points and reach 10, picking up their 5th win in the Cowbell Cup standings. Dubuque and Des Moines with the benefits of overtime losses, adding that extra point to bring them to 11. Liam Watkins, feed across to Bettini. Officials on the ice wave no goal. Our goal judge thought that was in. Chris Bettini just hunched over on the stick, as that would be his first career if it stood. I think he'd prefer it in a better situation. But man, sometimes you just want to catch some kind of break. Blackhawks carry it in here, final seconds of this period. The final horn sounds, and that'll do it. Waterloo 4 and Des Moines 1. Final shots on goal in this game. (33-16), the Bucks out shooting Waterloo, allowing just 2 shots by the Blackhawks in that third period. Jonathan Reinholt will take the loss after allowing 3 goals in the opening 5:51. Just 1 goal credited to Ethan Dahlmeyer in this one. Made 10 saves the rest of the way. All 3 stars going to the Waterloo Blackhawks tonight. Third star will be Calvin Vachon. Second to John Mustard, and your number 1 star to Gavin Thorson. Lone goal from the Buccaneers in this one. Owen West, 4:30 of the third period. His 4th of the season, assisted by Lubomir Kupcho, his 9th of the year, and Liam Watkins credited with the 2nd assist there, his 10th. That came on the power play for the Bucks in this third and final period. Back on home ice, December 15th and 16th, teddy bear toss, toy drive all weekend, and Christmas jerseys. That's what's coming your way the next time the Bucks are home here at Buccaneer Arena. Next weekend on the road, more Dupaco Cowbell Cup action. Same opponents as this weekend at Dubuque Friday, at Waterloo on Saturday. Until next time, I'll say so long for now. This is Ashley Chase. Des Moines Buccaneers 1 and Waterloo 4. We'll see you next time here at Buccaneer Arena.